Hey there, it's Bryson with Dimes for Dollars, and welcome back to another 2-box penny hunt. Hunt number 67 coming up. Boxes 139 and 140. I went ahead and popped the top of this first box, and they are circulated, but I do see a bunch of uncirculated enders, so hopefully there's still some wheat pennies hiding out in there. But as for the hunt, it's getting a little harder to find some for the book, so hopefully we'll find something today. Never know till you hunt them, so I'll flip this box over, we'll check the other side for enders, and we'll get started on the hunt. 2 rolls in, and we got our first 2 wheat cents. One up front is a 1944 Philadelphia, and the second wheat cent is right back here, and it still has some detail to it. And that one's going to be a 1953 out of San Francisco. Roll number 11, and we've got ourselves an oldie. We have a teens wheat cent here, 1919 out of Philadelphia. Some pretty nice detail on it. Just take a look at the reverse real quick, and that looks pretty nice too. Wheat cent number 3. Well, this is pretty incredible. Very next roll, and we have another teens wheat cent. This one's going to be a 1916 Philadelphia this time. Getting older, 3 years older than the last one. And another really old wheat cent. Wheat cent number 4, and we're just getting started. Roll number 19, and we have wheat cent number 5 here, a 1953 out of Denver. 2 rolls later, and we have another 50s wheat cent, a 1957 from Denver. Roll 36, and we have another 1957, also out of Denver. 2 rolls later, and we've got ourselves another wheat cent. This one's going to be a 1958 out of Denver. Roll number 40, and we have another 1957 from Denver. Very next roll, and we have another late 50s find, another 1958 from Denver with some really nice detail. It's a really nice coin, and I believe now we're up to wheat cent number 10. Roll number 42, and wheat cent number 11 is going to be a 1953 from Denver. 7 rolls from the end of box 1, and we got 2 more wheat cents in this roll. We have a 1951 from Denver, and back here wheat cent number 2 still has some nice detail on it. Let's see what the date is. Alright, that's going to be a last year wheat cent, 1958 out of Denver. Very next roll, and we've got 1 more. This one's going to be a 40s wheat cent, 1948 out of San Francisco. Roll number 47, and we got 1 more 50s find here. Another 1957 Denver. Alright, well I just flipped box number 2 over, and we actually have 1 wheat cent ender. It's reverse showing, so we won't know till we get to it. That's a pretty good sign. It looks a little more worn than usual, so I'm going to guess maybe a 40s wheat cent. Only time will tell though. That's coming up in roll number 8. Let's get started on roll number 1. Roll number 6, and we have our first wheat cent of the second box, and this one's going to be a 1948 from Philadelphia. Roll number 8, and we have that wheat cent ender. We got it reverse showing here, so let's flip it in 3, 2, 1. Alright, that's going to be a 1946. Don't think that's a mint mark, I think it's just a scrape. Yeah, it looks like it's Philadelphia. It's awesome. It's right with the 40s find. Has another wheat cent for the board, and we got 42 rolls left to go. Roll 11, and we have a 40s wheat cent this time, 1944 out of Philadelphia. Roll number 12, and we have another 40s wheat cent. This one's going to be an earlier one though, 1940 out of Philadelphia, and I tell you, it's in pretty nice shape. Reverse is in fantastic shape as well. That is a nice looking coin. And another wheat cent. Roll 13, and we have a 50s wheat cent this time. This one's going to be a 1953 out of Denver. Very next roll, and we've got ourselves another wheat cent. Another 1944 from Philadelphia. Very next roll, and we have another 1944, but this one's in much better shape. 1944 out of San Francisco. Really nice detail on it. And the reverse is really nice too. Another really nice addition for the collection. Roll 17 is going to be a really good one. We got 3 wheat cents here. The one up front is going to be a 1946 from San Francisco. The other 2 are right back here. Let's take a look at this first one. Definitely looks more worn. Hopefully it's something old. And it is going to be old. 1926 out of Philadelphia. That's a nice find. Our last wheat cent of the roll is right back here. And this one's going to be a 1945 from Philadelphia as well. Roll number 21, and we have another 1944. And this time it's going to be out of San Francisco. Just a few rolls later, and we have another 50s wheat cent. This one's going to be a 1957 out of Denver. Roll 28, and we have a 1948 this time, out of Denver. Very next roll, and we got another wheat cent. This one's going to be a 1957 out of Denver. Very next roll again, and this is going to be a really good roll. We have another 3 wheat cent roll. One up front is a 1945 from San Francisco. Other 2 wheat cents are back here. This first one's in pretty nice shape. It's going to be a 1957 from Denver. And here's the next one. And that one's going to be another 1957, also out of Denver. Roll 32, and we got 3 more wheat cents here. The first one's going to be a 1953 from Philadelphia. Pretty nice shape. Second one has some really nice detail to it. Let's see what the date is. That one's going to be a 1956 Denver. Really nice detail in the obverse. Our third and final wheat cent of the roll is back here. And that one's going to be a 1958 Denver. Very next roll, and we have another oldie here. We have another 20s wheat cent, a 1929 out of Denver. Another really nice find. That's now our 4th pre-40s find. We got 2 from the 20s and 2 from the teens. Really nice hunt so far. And we still have 17 rolls left to go. 2 rolls later now, and we have a 50s wheat cent. And this one's going to be a 1952 out of San Francisco. 2 rolls later, and again we have another wheat cent from the 50s. This one's going to be a 1958 out of Philadelphia. Very next roll, and we got another wheat cent. And it's a pretty nice looking one. It's definitely been cleaned at some point. You can tell because it's kind of pinkish and off color. But let's see what the date is. Alright, that's going to be a 1956 out of Denver. Really nice detail still on it. But it's definitely been cleaned. Either way, 1 more wheat cent for the collection. I'll add it up there and we'll keep on going. Very next roll again, and we have another wheat cent. This one's going to be from the 40s. A 1944 out of San Francisco. Roll number 41, and this time we have a 50s wheat cent, a 1953 out of San Francisco. Very next roll, and we got 2 more wheat cents. Up front is another 1956, and again it does look like it's been cleaned at some point. Other wheat cent is just back here, saw it peeking out. We got ourselves another 1957 out of Denver. Roll 48, and we're just about done with the hunt, but we got another 50s wheat cent here, 1951 out of Denver. Well, very next roll, and we've just hit wheat cent number 45. It's going to be a 1946 out of Philadelphia. Very last roll of the hunt is going to give us 1 more wheat cent, making for 46 in the hunt. We got another 40s wheat cent, a 1948 from Philadelphia. Well, as hunt number 67 draws to a close, we had a very good hunt today. We had 41 Esmond Memorial cents, along with 11 Canadian cents, and 21 shiny copper cents. A bunch of these are in really nice shape. The album's a little bit better, but still they're really, really nice coins. We also got 26 wheat cents from the 50s, along with 16 from the 40s. We had a really nice 44 San Francisco and a nice 56 out of Denver. We also had 4 pre-40s. We had a 1929 out of Denver, 1926 Philadelphia, 1916 Philadelphia, and 1919 Philadelphia. Altogether, we had 46 wheat cents. Unfortunately, none of them are going to fill new holes or be upgrades, but we did have a really nice hunt today. And as always, it was a lot of fun going through all these coins and finding some more for the collection. So I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one.